We're being joined by Mr. Sandeep Ghosh, who's an author and also a political commentator. Mr. Ghosh, this, of course, is a big moment in Indian politics. We are counting down, of course, to the general elections that happen another 6 months from now. But talking about what has happened since this morning, where the vote counting is presently on, it is the Bharatiya Janata Party's show all the way. It is winning, and not just winning, but winning handsomely in Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and of course in Chhattisgarh. How do you read this?
Chhattisgarh is a major surprise. Not many people, including BJP supporters, would have expected such a fantastic performance. Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh was everybody thought was closely poised, and so was Rajasthan. And there, again, the performance, I think, goes, much higher than expectation, not of the expectation in both places. But I'd like to take a minute to comment on Telangana, which everybody seemed to be writing off for the BJP. I think, first of all, it would have been a mistake to think BJP's ambition was to form the government in Telangana. It tried to up its salience practically for 4 years, with a clear idea not to be pitching for this, but their goal is the Lok Sabha elections. And when they retreated back to about 6 months back, it was clearly with the idea to give space to BRS, while having raised their profile, be able to break the anti-incumbency vote. And you see this reflected in a substantial rise in vote share, which has gone up to 14% from about 6%. And this will be its building block going forward. Let's not make, let's not sort of underestimate BJP strategists who think that they can hope to sweep the South all of a sudden. So they have got very, very clear creeping acquisition strategy for the South. So to say that BJP is out of the reckoning from South and this is a clear North-South...
That's still not the case. Of course, the BJP is still not out of the reckoning. There's still a lot of votes that need to be counted and it remains to be seen.
They will have a strategy in different ways. They're not going to try and, sweep the South. They will get into alliances, adjustments, various things, and gradually make their foray. Because they also know, last minute, post the delimitation, etc., they have a task to gain from the southern vote. They can't just depend on what I call the Hindi-speaking electorate.
Mr. Ghosh, looking at how this election has panned out in comparison to what happened in 2018. In 2018, it was the Congress that actually won in Rajasthan, in Madhya Pradesh, and also in Chhattisgarh. But the situation is completely different this time round. People, of course, saying that, the common public votes differently in the states and differently to elect the person in the center. But this time round, it appears to be the BJP show all around. What do you think has happened here?
Yeah, first of all, one was very apprehensive of that kind of, results coming this year like it did in 2018, because personally, I don't think the assembly elections and Lok Sabha elections will be decoupled. What happened here is partly, BJP, I think, understood its mistakes in Karnataka, and where it also had its handicap, and they got their strategy and, most importantly, the ground machinery into place. But the bigger message which is coming through, I think people are now beginning to see the benefits of this so-called double-engine Sarkar. Whatever people might have thought of a Shivraj Singh government, they have seen the benefits of the central scheme flowing through, whether it's Awas Yojana or whatever happened during COVID and the rest of it, how it has come in. There might have been a lot of noise about Gehlot's, schemes in Rajasthan, but a lot of them are repackaging. People don't realize. Maybe it was branded better Chiranjeevi, but you already had Bhamasha of Vasundhara before that. It was just replacing one with the other.
Right.
And there again, the Prime Minister's credibility carried through, because some surveys have shown the Prime Minister's, to some extent, his popularity in Rajasthan is as much as, or if not better, than Gujarat in some parts of Rajasthan.
Right.
And the last bit I'll add, in Madhya Pradesh, Kamal Nath government for 15 months did not have much to write home about. Even then they came with lots of promises, but the delivery was short. So credibility factor also matters.
I think that's an important point that you've raised. Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Ghosh, for joining us and giving us that perspective there. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.